Hey, Riley, this is Marcia. You have a bit of time? What the hell are you trying to prove exactly?
Oh, hey there, Marcia. Didn't expect to hear from you. Wow, it's been a while since we last talked, huh? What are you up to?
Like I said, I'm asking you what you're trying to prove.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean, what am I up? Did I do something wrong?
Where the hell are you right now anyways?
I'm in my own apartment. Why do you ask? And what's it to you anyway?
Who are you there with?
Pardon me? Why do you want to know where I am? Oh, wait a second. I see where this is going. Oh, well, I was just gonna borrow him for a while and get a little nibble before you found out. So, you know, huh? No use denying it then. You caught me in the act. I'm with your fiancé, Jim. What can I say?
So, you steal my fiancé 1 week before the wedding. Your romantic entanglement is revealed, but you still retain this who gives a shit attitude? You're really something, Marcia.
That sounds like a compliment.
I'm headed over to your apartment right now, just so you know.
You're coming over here? Now why would you go and do that?
Oh, I forgot to mention, and your folks are with me too.
Hold it. Back up a second, would you? Are you serious? My folks, what are they doing here? What's the big deal? You're blowing it all out of proportion. You're my childhood friend. I later learned that Jim's the next president of the company, so I just want to get a taste of it. That's all.
That's going to be one expensive little snack then, because I'm going to have you guys pay compensation for this.
Wait, what? I can't believe I'm hearing this. You're going to sue us for money?
Yes, that's right. And the wedding that was ultimately canceled? Yeah, you guys are paying for all that too. Every penny.
Are you serious, Marcia? I mean, suing you, old friend? Come on. What is this?
You wanted to have a little taste of my fiancé, right? I just want you to pay for the little flavor test, that's all. You even have the chance to experience the consequences of your actions, so I really hope it was all worth it.
Back up a bit, Marcia. You're planning to get money out of me? You do know I'm not super rich or anything, right?
It doesn't matter if you're engaged or married. You can still claim damages. That's what I intend to do.
Are you for real? How can you do that to a dear friend?
Like I told you yesterday, my lawyer will handle the rest of the legal stuff. So he'll be contacting you about the details. Don't even think about running away, Riley. It'll just make things worse for you.
Hey, Marcia, are you there? If you are, I need to talk. So come on, pick up! I've thought long and hard about this, and I don't want to nullify our engagement. I still want to marry you. I do love you, you know that.
Is that you, Jim? I thought you were long gone from my life. What do you want? And do you realize what time it is? It's 2 a.m. for God's sake.
I said I want to marry you, Marcia. I mean it this time.
It's a bit late for that, don't you think? You should have thought about it long and hard like months ago. I thought we agreed. The engagement and wedding has been terminated. We all agreed through our lawyers, didn't we? We contacted all our friends and relatives about this regrettable incident. Get it through your thick head, Jim. Just call it a day and let's go our separate ways.
I wasn't myself. It was just some knee-jerk reaction, that's all. Give me another chance. You know Riley, right? She's glamorous and sexy, very hard to resist.
On top of that, she's your childhood friend. So, you know, it was all so sudden and irresistible. I was getting married in a week. I just wanted one last taste before taking the plunge, nothing more. You know what, Jim? You sound like a total pervert.
Pervert? How could you say that about your fiancé?
Whose fiancé you're talking about? That ship left a long time ago.
Like I said, I just wanted to try a different flavor. You can understand that, right? I mean, I'm still young.
Like ice cream, huh? How many flavors did you want to try? You guys were in and out of that motel for the past 3 months. That's a whole lot of flavors to enjoy. You must have tried all 31 flavors twice over.
Come on, Marcia, please give me another chance, would ya? Like I said, trying out another...
You're really starting to sound totally pathetic, Jim. All I want from you is for you to pay what's owed, and after that you can have all the ice cream you want.
I don't want ice cream, Marcia. I want you. Please, Marcia.
Hey, Marcia, I finished depositing the money your lawyer demanded. You really left me broke, you know that? I can't believe you. Do you realize that all my savings, it's gone? Not a cent left in my name for your information. I had to borrow some money from a neighbor to get tomorrow's wedding. This is all your fault. You better be ready to introduce me to some of Jim's rich buddies. I'm counting on you. I'm going to get totally decked out for tomorrow's wedding. Drop dead gorgeous. That's me. I'm not kidding, Marcia. You better make up for this. Marcia, what the hell is going on here? Pick up, for God's sake. Come on, answer me, would you? What's taking you so long, for God's sake? I just got here to the wedding hall and this place is empty. Where are all the guests? The place looks like it's closed. Where the hell is everyone?
Wait a second. Wedding hall? What are you talking about?
The ceremony starts at 2 p.m., right? Shouldn't there be people arriving? I was expecting cars up and down the driveway. What's up with this, Marcia? The place is not only empty, nobody is even getting things ready. What's going on here? Is this even the right place? I just asked the girl at the reception desk and she tells me that there are no weddings scheduled for today. Is this some kind of joke? You're pulling a prank on me, right? Well, it isn't funny at all, Marcia. I got the invitation from you and it clearly indicates this hotel. It even has the address on the back. You sent this to me.
Riley? Are you okay? I can't believe you're even there.
Oh, I get it. I get what you're trying to do. That's it. Don't tell me that you guys changed the venue at the last minute. Why didn't you say something? You could have texted me at least. Everyone's over there, right? Leaving me here all alone. You sure pulled a fast one on me, Marcia. How could you? How could you trick your old school chum? Bet you guys are laughing your asses off over there at wherever you guys are. Just because I had a little taste of your precious fiancé, don't be so resentful. This is how you treat an old friend, is that it?
That wedding was canceled, like last week. Didn't you get the notice?
Pardon me? You're pulling my leg, right?
I don't get why you think I'm resentful. I'm way past that. And this is no prank or joke. I wouldn't do that. Do you really think I was gonna marry a guy that cheated on me 1 week before the wedding? Are you serious? You may think all this is trivial, but I couldn't live with it. Just couldn't. I mean, when is he gonna have a craving for ice cream down the line, right?
What's ice cream got to do with anything? Anyway, are you saying that you're not gonna marry Jim?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Are you nuts? I came all the way here today. I was all ready to meet all his rich friends today. What a total disaster. This is not happening. Why did you even cancel so late in the game? You're really something, Marcia. You've really done it this time. Why did I even pay that money to you? What do I get out of it now? I thought I could get it all back after you introduced me to a super rich guy. A guy that would sweep me off my feet. And he's gonna pay for this new dress, for my hair and jewelry. Not to mention transportation costs. I'm broke as it is. You're paying for it all. You do realize that, don't you?
Are you finished, for God's sake? I was getting worried you weren't going to stop. Just shut up and listen for a second, would you? I sent out letters to everyone that the wedding has been canceled. I did it right after I found out about you two. I made sure I sent you one. After all, you two were the reason I canceled this wedding.
Are you serious? What's the matter with you, Marcia? You said the consequences of this was that I had to pay you off. and I did just that. So why cancel the wedding for Pete's sake? My paying you off should have put an end to it all, and you could have gone on with your life. And your wedding.
Yeah, that seems all well and good for all intents and purposes, but in reality...
Reality? What the hell are you saying?
Ever since we were kids, you were always impervious when it comes to people's feelings.
You're talking gibberish again, Marcia.
That money you paid was not only your admission of guilt, but also remittance for the emotional damage you caused. It's not only about the money, Riley. Can't you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
And another thing, it also means you will never interact with me again.
Pardon me?
Of course, it's not as if all these rules are etched in stone. As a matter of fact, some people reconcile or are given another chance. Some make up and get married and live happily ever after. Sure, there are all kinds of folks, but that's only when the victim, that would be me, agrees, and only then. Simply put, as the victim, I have all the rights here. I'm the only one that can determine whether I forgive someone or not forgive, and whether there is a chance of reconciliation. I make that choice, not you.
I have a bit of say, don't I? I mean, think about it.
No, you have zero say, Riley. I have sole discretion in this. I'm sorry to be blunt, but you have absolutely zero say in any of this. My emotional pain may not subside for years to come because of what you did, but the money you paid lessens that pain. What I will not accept are people that betrayed me. I don't care if they are family or childhood friends. My dreams were shattered when you and Jim had your little romp. I had to start over again. You did this. Riley, I'm sorry to say this, but our friendship is over.
Right. Does that mean you and,
As long as you understand, that's all I want to know.
Yeah, alright, I understand. That's what you want to hear, right? But hold on a second. What you're saying, does that mean if I got back together with Jim, started dating him again, and maybe married him, you wouldn't interfere or care what happens, is what I'm hearing.
After all that, that's the response I get? Like I said, you really are something, Riley.
So what about it? Is that what you're saying? Give me a straight answer. No more of this pussyfooting around.
We haven't talked about that at all. We cut all ties. I don't want anything to do with him anymore. So yeah, do as you like. It doesn't concern me. You can keep him for all I care.
Oh my god, seriously? Thank you!
You are beyond redemption, Riley.
Hey, Marcia, are you sitting down? I think you should sit down before I continue. I've got something important to tell you. Are you ready for it? Me and Jim, we just got married. We tied the knot.
I thought we agreed not to contact each other. I don't need this now. Just go about your business, would you? Just leave me out of it. I'm done with you guys.
What can I say? I had to tell you this piece of fantastic news, Marcia. I'm super happy. My dream has come true, finally! My folks don't want anything to do with me, but I'm super happy and that's what matters, right? You're looking at the wife of the next company president. I finally made it! The life of a celeb awaits me. This is what I've always dreamed of. Glad you're sitting down, huh? I bet you're seething with envy right about now.
Right. I don't know how many times I've said this, but you really are something, Riley.
Why didn't you tell me that Jim was unemployed? He's out of a job. That means he has zero income. Did you know about this?
Last time you texted me, it sure didn't seem you're aware of it. I didn't think that was my place to tell you. Besides, I don't have anything to do with him. He's a total stranger, and so are you.
Are you saying you knew about this all this time? Are you serious?
Yeah, I guess I did. After I terminated the engagement, someone told me all about it. Apparently, the company found out he was making money on the side. He was apparently involved in some kind of double-dealing business with a foreign subsidiary. but there was never really any hard evidence to get him fired, but everyone knew what was going on, and that he was definitely involved. He continued going to the office in the same position, and all but evidently, he couldn't handle all the finger-pointing and accusations about his wrongdoing, and he ended up resigning. At least that was what was heard from his coworkers. His parents were furious and wanted nothing to do with him. After that, he apparently swindled them out of a fortune over the years too.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner? You could have at least texted me. Why'd you leave me in the dark about this?
I thought you knew all about it. After all, you married him.
You could have at least made sure I knew, for God's sake. I mean, didn't you think it was important? Something that maybe I should know about?
Don't you remember, Riley? We're no longer friends. We nicked that in the bud a long time ago. I have zero obligation to help you. Get that through your head.
We may no longer be friends, but we've known each other since we were kids. Doesn't that count for anything?
You still think we're like 5 years old or something? It was different then. We were just kids. We're adults now. At least I am. I can discern who's a true friend and who's not.
How could you say that, Marcia? When did you become so cold-hearted? You used to be so kind and such a nice person.
If you're so upset about all of this, then just divorce the guy. File a divorce application like I did and dump the guy.
He recently submitted some kind of application. They call it non-acceptance of divorce or something or other. I couldn't understand the application form he brought home and showed me. Anyway, he made me sign the application and now I can't divorce him. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Yeah, sounds like something Jim would do. He's always been kind of sneaky like that. I'm afraid you're stuck with him, Riley.
Enough about him. We need to do something. Think of something, please. You owe me that much. I gotta get out of this mess.
I don't owe you anything, Riley. I think I'm ready to block you from my Line app. All my troubles would disappear if I toggle this little button. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it.
Come on, Marcia, please. Don't leave me like this. You have to help me.
Sorry, but gotta do it. There's nothing I can do for you. You dug yourself into this hole. Figure it out for yourself. Please, don't try to contact me ever again.
Please, Jim. I need you to accept my divorce. Please.
No way, you're not leaving me! You're stuck with me for eternity, my dear! Even my parents abandoned me. They wanted nothing to do with me. I also had to quit my job. All those accusations, like I was some kind of criminal. All the money I made for that company, and this is what I get in return? And most devastating, I lost Marcia, the love of my life. There will never be another woman like her. I loved her. I lost everything I cherished because of you, Riley. You came to me, begging me to marry you. You do remember that, don't you? You said you would do anything for me. You would not give up. That's why I relented and opened my arms to you, and now you want a divorce?
But what was I supposed to do? I didn't think you're unemployed. I was willing to do anything for you if I was to be the CEO's wife. That's all I wanted. What am I gonna do now? Do I have to work now? I have no skill. What am I gonna do? If I knew you had resigned, I would never have married you.
You really got nerve saying that to me. You said you loved me with all your heart. That's what you said. To hell with that. I already submitted those papers. You're mine now. You're not going anywhere. You're stuck with me for eternity. You're just an airhead, but you have the looks and body to bring in some real cash. I'm sure you're already at the nightclub I introduced you to. Be nice to the customers and they'll tip you big time, huh? And don't you dare think of running away. I know the owner. He's an old high school buddy of mine. Childhood friends, you can say. You don't want to get on his bad side. He was one bad dude back in school.
Do I really have to work here? Please, I'll do other work. Just not here. I don't feel safe here. That supermarket near our place was looking for cashiers.
Are you kidding me? That place is like $10 an hour. You could make 100 times that working there. Just swing your butt around and you'll snag a big fish and the tips will come rolling in. This is payback for ruining my life. You're gonna work till you drop, so stop blabbering nonsense and get to work!
Please, Jim, forgive me! Please, I can't do this! I beg of you!
Sometime later, I heard from a close friend that she sees Riley every now and again walking downtown, mostly at night. She seems to be with a different guy every time, and dressed sort of flashy. There are rumors that she's working at some kind of nightclub in the red light district of town. And these are her clients or something, not something I know much about. It all seemed so seedy that I really didn't want to hear the details, so I preferred not to ask. Everyone seemed sensitive toward me regarding this issue for obvious reasons. After all, most of my friends know the whole story. They were all invited to the wedding. They had met Jim on various occasions, so they try to avoid the subject as much as possible, at least when I'm around. When I'm not around, it's talked about all the time. Oh, well, people like to gossip, don't they? And it's kind of a juicy and irresistible topic, don't you agree? I have no idea what those two are up to now. But I did hear one little incident that happened some time back. Apparently, she was so frustrated with their ever-accumulating debt that he had managed to build that she actually bit him. I mean, bit him like a dog would. That didn't go down well with him, as you can imagine, and he went totally berserk and totaled the apartment they were living at. Smashed a huge hole in the apartment wall. Some witness at the scene saw them taken away in a black van after that. I heard rumors about such a black van. They take care of problems like this. A bit mysterious. That's the last I heard about those two, and I hope I never hear about them again.